Alright, it has been quite some time since I played this. I think it's probably been I would say a good couple weeks since I last played this. So I'm curious how, how I'm gonna fare, what I can remember. Um, there was one especially tricky puzzle towards the end of the last session, and then afterwards, you know, I think I did a couple more, and then it kind of eased up a bit. And I'm wondering if that's because I digested a bit of it, or or if it just became a bit easy. Oh, I was on the last one. Okay, let's see how this goes. See what I can remember.
Can you believe that we've nearly made our way through all 4 seasons together? It feels like a dream.
All right, so let's see. We got so everything. Okay, interesting. So wow, that's okay. Wow, all right, that's a concern. So everything out through one chute. Hmm. I wonder which is going to be the first, like, which is going to be the plain one, because whatever happens, there needs to be a path that is effectively empty. And that could just mean skipping a step too, so it could be like this, like where, like two of them are going to get frosted. Which kind of looks like this, frost sprinkle. But the issue is like, something also needs to get frost sprinkle frosting, so this is gonna be tricky. Like this could just be frost sprinkle, like I'll have to think of how, like, what the best way is to handle this. Also got to kind of like rack my brain to kind of figure out where I like. I have to kind of dig out from the past, like my memory of the past dreams, like what even were the conventions that I'm trying to remember for, like, okay, well, I can skip some stuff, like for example, like if I took the entire way over to...
There's a delivery
Oops,
counter.
shush, shush.
Every delivery counter needs to
Shush.
get a donut.
Can remember what buttons which. Like this one would get frosted and no sprinkles and then go in. But, Hey, well, it should be pretty nice and chill tonight. At least, in the very early evening. I wanted to start a bit sooner, but then I also wanted to pick up groceries. And the groceries won. So, like, everything realistically has got to pass by... Like... Like this, if I did this, basically... Then I could also go, like... So... This one needs to not be like that. Seems like it's Factorio with confectionaries. I have no... like... The funny thing is I've seen screenshots of Factorio. I don't think I've ever seen it in motion. I may have, like, glanced at streams. I don't know how it works. There's a few different games that are kind of like this, though, of sort of these, like, manufacturing line style puzzles. Obviously there's Manufactorio, or what is it? Manufactoria? Yeah. They have a new one that I previewed a bit. Manufactoria 2022. There's what was the other one? Opus Magnum. Do you have any tools besides conveyors? Currently, no. That's kind of the tricky part. A lot of a lot of what I currently need to do is sort of like say, okay, well, an example might be like, so this one goes out, makes a completely plain donut, or a completely plain, you know, I guess it technically is like confection, whatever this is, cookie. The earlier ones were all donuts. This one goes out and skips getting like whipped cream topping because the ingredients have to go in order. So in this particular puzzle, it's saying, okay, well, we want one of each in the top left, and they happen to be in order as well. So it's like the plain one, if it passed by the frosting, it gets frosted. If it passes by the sprinkles, it gets sprinkled. So like one functional way to do this would be like frosting sprinkled in and then skip. It basically gets in the same line that would have the frosting or the whipped cream, but it doesn't get it. So it's only frosting and then sprinkle, and they were good. I need to get one out the entire way to plain, so it could be like this, where you just say screw it, get in there. So I think I have actually everything I need. So we just need to take this one and get just frosted, which would be like go all the way out here to out and then there, and that's probably it. So they give me a sort of an extraneous sprinkle station that I don't even need, because so this one goes out, it gets frosted and then sprinkled, and then it goes in. This one goes out and gets nothing and in, so that's plain. Well, I guess I have two planes then, huh? So this would be a plane. This one does... So I should probably get rid of this one then. Yeah. Frosted, sprinkled. Frosted. And then in. Frosted, sprinkled, frosted, plain. And I need one with everything. So that's the concern. I don't want everything yet. Shush,
if
shush.
You like, you can get a hint in the pause menu.
No, go away. I got it. I almost got it anyways. What I could do, which would be weird, if I could take one and loop it the entire way back around. That might be a choice. It's hard to say. I think I don't like the plain one. I think I'm gonna... This one doesn't seem like to be a good choice for plain. Like, it almost kind of feels like... that's a... I might need to work backwards. I didn't get the full one, so like this might be need to be the... Something needs to hit this guy. Nothing does right now. Nothing that actually would get hit. Yeah, let's start over. Let's get this one out of the way first. This is like the most difficult one to do. So it's like... I want to get a frosting that goes back the entire way around the sprinkles, and that doesn't seem super feasible unless I'm doing like frosting and then the entire way around the sprinkles and then do that. That doesn't seem like that gets that one out of the way. So like frosting and then sprinkles, but it never hits this. That's kind of an issue.
You can press left bumper to undo, or right bumper to...
I'm sorry, you need to go. No. Okay, so you have some granularity for the VO. That's good. I didn't want to kill the mid, like, you know, between the puzzles, having some narration there. I should review the controls though, because what was the button for LB RB? Oh, they do have a redo. Okay. Okay. Something like this. So it's like, if I want the entire thing covered in one shot, it would be like this. So it's frosting, sprinkles, whip, and then we're good. Which means then, you could do a plane like this, because the plane would never get frosted. And then frosting sprinkles is a bit of an issue, because I need to get, like, something would have to come back around. And that's kind of an issue. Like, I can get a frosting and then in, which is easy, like this, right? But if I do that, I almost need it to loop one around like this. But then it doesn't, it goes the entire way back to the... you know, honestly, I don't know what impatient mode does. Does it say if you hover over it? I think this is the one where it just always fast forwards. I don't want to do that. So this is kind of the big one that just, however, like one way or another, this has to happen, and then something has to happen regarding sprinkles. Like it could be some. It's not gonna work. Well, it's too many together. These in a group is an issue. Because, like, looping something that is, like, sprinkles to nothing is fine. And then this is, like, frosting to something, that's fine. But I can't have too many things looping in, because I'm gonna miss the plain one. Like, this one could just be just frosting and we're good. And then the issue ends up being stuff like, is it this one that's basically sprinkle frosting, right? So we have frosting, we got sprinkle frosting, we've got we have two. One has to be plain and one has to be everything. So, like, I kind of shouldn't do... I gotta find some way to not miss out on a plane. And I need one that catches... Something has to go here at some point. So this would carry the plane and the sprinkle frosted. But then I can't catch this one as well. But this one could carry the plain and the sprinkle frosted as well. Right? But then I don't have a lot of space to work with to hit these two. One needs to be... This would have to cover everything, and it would have to cover just regular frosted. So like this could be regular frosted, right? But then how do I loop the entire way around back to getting yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out, Havoc. I think I might have figured this out last time I played, but I'm honestly not sure. Not this particular puzzle, but the concept. Like, it seems like this particular setup is at least the minimum requirement. Something has to get in the fewest, either that or like this or something. Something has to take me to, from the whip to the end. I still think this is right. So we can end up with a sprinkle frosted and an everything. Like, this seems kind of closer to right. So the everything here, right, will be complete. So then we have everything, and we also get nothing, because this one has no frosting on it. I can't use this, which sucks. Yeah, I need to have 3 valid cases for using these, unless I'm overlapping. This just seems too like the more compact solutions are usually the way you want to go. So like this could be sprinkle frosted. It seems like I gotta do this. Then this one becomes very difficult to deal with. Maybe it should be like this instead. Right? And then just go the entire way around. So like, get this one out of the way at least, right? So this one is both the plain one and the everything. And then I have concerns for what to do here. Like, these two become difficult to deal with. The overlapping is a trick. That's gonna be the hardest part about this. It's really determining like which of these is the plain, or is the regular frosted, which of these is sprinkled, and then like this is such an easy sprinkle frosted, but it doesn't seem like it's the right way to go. This could be regular frosted, and then I just have to come up with some solution for this, like. Okay, let me review this. So this is frosted. This is sprinkle frosted. I need an everything, which means I need to get something needs to go all the way around, which could be the case. It could be that like literally like frosted and then going on the entire journey back to sprinkled is right. So let's see. This one will be. That's the problem. They'll too frosted, I think. Yeah, this one's frosted as well. But this one could be plain. I could loop this one around somewhere else. Like skip it. So it would be like this instead. So it does not get frosted. And then it goes and gets frosted. Well, I could... No. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm drunk. This should be plain. So, plain... plain unused. Crap. Okay, so this ends up being the entire trip. This ends up being nothing. This one doesn't do anything. Yeah, this is bad. This particular one is so tricky. This one could be plain, right? And then this one ends up being sprinkle frosted because it gets frosting from somewhere else. Or this one could be sprinkle frosted and something else could be everything. I don't want to go around like this if I can. It just like that. That kind of solves it. But then anything coming down here is gonna get hit by everything. Because like this is like the really easy solution for. Well, no, that's not even true. Hold on, that's not even true at all. So plain, sprinkle frosted. No, it could just be frosted. Plain frosted. This could be frosted. But then I don't use the sprinkles here, which kind of sucks. So plain sprinkle frosted. Or no, plain everything. Plain everything. I have no way to get it frosted though at this point. I can do sprinkle frosted if I loop this one the entire way back to here and then out. And then the questions of being, can I get a regular frosted? And I don't know if that's the case. It's almost like there's some value to like this one's kind of forced to screw this one over if I do that. Unless I'm using the center lane for bringing back stuff that's already finished or something like that. Yeah, there's no splitting. It's all, everything merges right now. It's kind of the problem that I'm in right now. Like, this would be such an easy regular frosted. This could have been plain. Let's see, regular frosted. Everything. Nothing. And I need a sprinkle frosted and I'm not gonna get it. It's a shame you can't like bring it up and then bring it back down. You know, Is Sprinkle Frosted my biggest issue? Is that the one I keep coming up against that's killing me here? There's probably some, like, benefit to, like, some weird merging looping stuff. Okay. Sprinkle Frosted. Plain and everything. I have to... I won't have a regular frost. Well, I can. Actually, no, I can. Regular frosted. And then... this one needs to get frosted. And then go... here... no. It'd have to go all the way back. It's kind of the issue. If I could work something getting frosted and making this entire loop, I'd be fine. Sort of like this, kind of. And then get back in. So this is everything. This is a very long-winded everything. And I'd have to come up with a sprinkle frosted. So yeah, something has to happen here. Don't know what. You kind of could just go like this, maybe. And that means that I got frosted, I got sprinkle frosted, plain, got everything in plain. Yeah, one of these has to get here. Just not sure which. So I could do sprinkle frosted this way. And then this guy's gonna go like that. But then how do I get a frosted all the way over here to make the loop around? Like, it might have to be like this. Right? And then this one gets nothing. Like, both of these end up being plain. Which is bad. Unless, like, this one goes all the way around and... I don't know. So two of these basically have to go to a sprinkle station. Frosted, sprinkle. This is probably going to be the everything lane. The longest loop. Everything. Nothing. Sprinkle frost. Well, this one's gonna get fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick here. It could be like this instead. It could be... but that could be a better choice. So... it's so roundabout. Oh, but I never hit everything either, so that kind of sucks. That's probably like kind of a methodology that I think might work. Of like maybe furthest back to closest is the way to go. There's gotta be some like good, determinate way to handle this stuff. Alright, well, starting from this idea, we have regular frosted. We can get sprinkle frosted. But nothing is ever going to be able to hit this. Regular frosted. Sprinkle frosted. So regular frosted. The outside of this could be sprinkle frosted really easy. But I have nothing that ever hits here. So, what could be frosted? What's the best choice of frosted that hits? You know what it is? It's if either side of, like, if I can't use this side then for anything besides everything or plain if I do it like this. So, I kind of need frosting to go around the other way. So this is basically we plain and sprinkle frosted at the very least, if not plain and everything. And then these two become difficult because I have no... They're both stuck going the same direction. I think maybe this puzzle is trying to tell me there needs to be crossover that they can't there's no intersections. It all merges. Like this one can go around and get frosted and be just regular, like frosting and nothing else, right? So like, so then we have everything. We have regular frosted, and getting that goes to everything. Then sprinkle frosted is tricky. Well, no. This is sprinkle frosted. This is not everything. Right, we don't have an everything yet. But this one could go there. So this one is sprinkle frosted. This one is... It would have been frosted, but I could just make it... make it be plain and everything. So sprinkle frosted, plain and everything. I need to get the everything hooked up there. So one of these two is plain. No, this one's plain. One of them needs to be frosted, one needs to be everything. So I think that's what's going to happen here. I think it's hard to decide which of these needs to be which. plain and everything. So I have to figure out which one of these is going to be just frosting, I think. And I can't because they're going to have to both go through this path. So this doesn't seem right then. This could be regular frosted. The plain one I think is the easiest one to figure out. It told me I needed. I actually had a couple soft tacos earlier before the stream. How you doing, Nick? An ad, okay. Were they good tacos at the very least? Mine were homemade. Mine were good. Mine were solid. So, regular frosted. You know, this doesn't even go to everything. This would have to go like this. Oh, no, stop pressing buttons. Have to go like this. 95. Oh, jeez. Got no functioning AC. My AC right now is just going ham. It does not want to stop. It just keeps going. And it's like 99 out. Inside it's 72 or 3-ish. I think Europe's having that massive issue. I don't know exactly like where, but basically like nobody put any thought into, oh, it's gonna get really, 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 really hot. So like many people don't have AC. Casement windows. Oh. Can you let it run to visualize stuff better? No, you can let it run. It isn't gonna do much though. So like this just leaves me at, like, I know what the paths are gonna be. It's basically this one goes by frosting and whip, so that if I have anything most of the way there, like, so if I put this one in here, right, and I let it run, right, I end up with oh, hold on, gotta do this first. So I'll end up with one that gets everything and one that gets just frosted, right? So that's two of them. I don't know Thomas Chef, Nick, but it's that there's a lot of games that are kind of in the same general idea of like, you have some manner of conveyor belt assembly line kind of puzzle game. This one seems to be extremely focused so far on conveyor belt and merging right now, and basically like non-versatile topping orders. So like, fortunately on the top left it shows exactly the order that I'm looking for. I need one of each of those types. I need a plain, I need a frosted, I need frost with sprinkle, and I need everything on it. The trick is that I'm trying to figure out how to. So I have 3 different entry points for the pastries, and I have 1 exit point, and they all merge, and I have to make sure that they either pass stuff that'll be ignored. So this one will pass by, it'll get frosted, but it won't get topped with whipped cream because it's gonna it wants the sprinkles first. So that's good. But But the issue is that now I have two donuts, or two confections I gotta make, which are, I need to make one with everything on it, which means I gotta loop, something needs to loop the entire way back. And I need the other one with a sprinkle. So two of these need to hit sprinkles. Which means I probably should do this one instead. I should probably do that. So this will just be frosted sprinkled, which means then I got a frosted, something needs to get in everything, and something needs to be in nothing. So, like, I could very easily say, like, let's go back a couple. I could say something like this would get me a plane, right? So a plane, I got a frosted sprinkled, and I have a frosted, and that's three of them. But now I gotta come up with, like, okay, well, how do I get a donut to have... How do I get this last sprinkle station utilized to get an everything? I haven't had frosted mini wheats in a while. They're good though. I think it's the UK specifically, since 98% of the time it's cold and rainy. Yeah. I don't like this because it doesn't take me back to... I can't get back to the sprinkle station like this. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There sort of is this weird... like, I almost kind of feel like it's the baked potato chip of sweet things. The mini wheats. Where it's like... Oh, I like the sugariness. Oh, it's the crunchy, crappy wheat part. Oh, it's a sugary bit. And chips are like, I can taste that small bit of salt. Oh, that's great. It is potato-esque. You can use one twice, but the question ends up being, how do I get back around to it? So, like... This one could easily say, I'm gonna get frosted, and then sprinkled, and then loop around like this, right? But then I don't have an obvious way to get... I guess it would be like this. But I don't know how to get back to a sprinkle from here, so it's like... It's rough. I mean, the wheat part isn't terrible, it's just not... It's... I could probably... There would be less healthy choices of better frosted cereals that I'd want. Yeah, both of these, like, seem... Then I'm stuck not getting frosting here unless I'm saying, okay, well, grab another frosting then, I guess. But then we're always getting whipped, and that screws everything. The wheatness, yeah. I see what you did there. So this kind of seems like it's doomed to be plain. Okay, frosted, sprinkle. Something becomes everything. This one is plain. Kind of, I don't like that. This is frosted only. Frosted sprinkle. How do I get this one around to everything, though? Unless I'm kind of stuck that way, where, like... I mean, this could be the frosted everything. Then how do I get that one? buffering? No drop frames for me, so I'm gonna blame Twitch, maybe? It's a 6K 720p stream, so maybe if you've got, you know, maybe you were struggling in that respect. I want to get back around, but I can't because if I do... Wait, so this is playing? Yeah. Yeah, I'm on 300 down and 20 and change up. And that's got me thinking about the recent... there was a recent proposal to increase what constitutes broadband in the US. That would be like 100 down, 20 up or something like that. And it's like, right now it's like... Isn't it like 24 down and 3 up or even less than that? I think it's less. You might. Might have the same service. And these are horrendous. These things are rough. Having them so close together like this. You know what's really weird? This kind of seems right. Like, loop this around. So I could get... This could become an everything just because it's gonna like loop like this, right? Oh, that's horrendous. I hate it. I hate it already. Yeah, the issue as well is that it doesn't ever... It has to be like this. All the way around just to get frosted and then sprinkled, and then I can't come up with a plan how to get everything on it. Well, okay, so frost is sprinkled and everything. So it's like, okay, so this one goes all the way around, comes to here. So both of the frosted sprinkled options are done. No, we're gonna have too many overlapping layers. Don't think you've ever had a whip topping on a donut? I mean, they had maple bars. Yeah, I don't know. Like eclairs are kind of a thing I would think of that have like whipped cream on top. Not really doing any. So far, they've had regular donuts. They've had maple bars. They've had these little heart things. I'm assuming eclairs might show up at some point. I am struggling. Okay, so this is a choice that I don't like. And this basically gets me... This gets me a plain so far. And a sprinkle. Well, no, that's 3 different ones that are gonna be messed up, though. Used to always get Boston cream donuts from Dunkin' until they changed the custard. No. My favorite donut place, I think, is Sweetwater. So far. At least I can only refer to the ones I've had back in Michigan. I don't know how they are anywhere else. Like, even though Krispy Kreme is good, Sweetwater is ridiculous. Well, no, they have a donut place too. I don't know if they're the same company. Probably not. But then again, who knows? Just like how Michelin star ratings are the tire place. Let me see. I don't know if they're local or what. To the Googles. I think they're. Is there like a location listing on this? I think it's in one area. I don't know if they have. They're all in Michigan. Okay. They're a small place, but they are absurd. they're they're Krispy Kreme's cool, but the Sweetwater ones are like, I don't know how you're selling these this cheap. It feels like a specialty thing. It's the quality jump is gigantic. I hate this particular setup because it's like, this is so simple and this works, but it capitalizes on so much space. Like I can't. There's got to be a way to narrow this down a bit. Because the alternative is like, closer to this, where I get my nothing. I get my frosted and sprinkled. And then I just got to come up with a plan for what to do here. Frosted sprinkled, I get a plain. I have a path for and everything, and a path for. I don't have enough space to get back here. It's my biggest issue. I need 3 lanes for this. Krispy Kreme is new to Ireland. They're selling them as premium donut. Yikes. I don't know. You know how like McDonald's and stuff have to have higher quality outside the U.S. because I think people won't put up with garbage elsewhere. So maybe. I hate this. And then like there's like no plan here. You know, actually, I kind of do have a plan here now. I don't. I'm pretending I do. I don't. This could be the plane. This could be the everything. And I have nothing here, though, which is a problem. Well. Okay. I'm back to the square one, though. How do I get sprinkle frosted over here? Okay, these two are... I have to solve these first. These have to happen first. This should be a plane. I hate this one. This one needs to just not be here. Oops. Let's review. Okay, so... Sprinkle frosted, plain. Same problem as before. So this could be the path to everything. And it would be a gigantic path. I have seen a bit of the Unity stuff, yeah. I'm not thrilled. It seems Unity is off the table now. Seems like if whenever I get a chance to start up another indie project, it's going to be probably Godot or something. Because I don't think Unity is super approachable for super low budget tinkering stuff. Damn, this thing is ridiculous. Okay, all the way around. I don't like it. This could be plain, but going through here instead. And this would be an avenue to get the everything. Okay, let's look this one through. So this is plain. So this is. This has to be plain. Cannot be plain. So, okay, so sprinkle, this is everything. This could be... shit. Well, I don't know what the incentive is. I think what I've heard is that the dude's looking to just tank Unity and sell it or get out or whatever. Something profitable that is the dude on the way out. Usually some of the better solutions keep you from taking up too much space on the inside until you're basically done. So like doing this sort of thing feels right. It feels gross, but it feels right. And in fact, so this going and covering the entire way to everything basically ends up meaning that this also catches this one being just frosted. Okay, so I have everything and I have frosted. Sprinkle frosted is really easy to get, and then plain is potentially tricky. I would need to get a plain out of this one, which seems right. So okay, so sprinkle frosted, and then this would be plain. Okay, let's review. So this one is everything all the way around. Gets does not get frosted yet though. That's a problem. Does not get frosted before it gets sprinkled. Shit. Okay, so if this one went down though. Alright, let's see. All the way around down to frosted. It never hits plain though. Or never hits it never hits the whip before it goes. No, maybe it does. Hold on. All the way around. Nothing ever enters this spot though. All the way around to frosted and nothing. Yeah. Crap. Thought I had it. Kinda needs to be like this, but probably not exactly like this. Yeah, that's the issue. Like, how do I get out of the way of this? Could be like this. This is technically right. So, okay, so this takes me the entire way around to getting sprinkled. And can make the whole loop. Well, that's an issue as well. Like, how do I get back in? Because what I want is basically to get back, and I can't. Have to not interrupt something like this, or something like this maybe. Well, then if that's the case, though. Hold on, this kind of works though. But I can't get back to where it was. I'd be stuck in an infinite loop. Like that, but that's not gonna work. Unless it's gotta be like this instead. Which means then this one needs to go all the way in here then. And this will be the everything. Okay, so this one goes all the way around, gets frosted, gets sprinkled, keeps going the entire way to the end. This one gets everything right away. But I'm missing this one. I'm not getting a regular. This one would already be frosted though, so. Shame I can't like. So this one is going to get plain. This one can get frosted. I have nothing using this, which sucks. I think I've almost got this. I just got to come up with like what. Gotta reconcile this. So this is. Just sprinkle frosted. This should be everything. Everything. Sprinkle frosted from this one. This one gets. So one of them needs to be plain. So this could be the plain one right here, and then this one. Where is it? This one needs to hit over here like that. Alright, so this one is just sprinkle frosted. This one is everything. This one is just frosted, and this one's plain, maybe? This could be right. I'm missing a sprinkle frosted. No, I got it.
Looks good.
I had it right. That's ridiculous.